Hello, thank you for coming to my presentation. My name is KathyrnBond. This is my capstone project presentation for the 909 class in the MSGIST program at the University of Arizona. My project is Enhancing Hurricane Preparedness and Recovery, a comprehensive ArcGIS hub and dashboard for the city of Daphne. Just a little background. Hurricanes are a significant threat to people in coastal communities, and personal readiness is essential for safety and security. In 2004, Hurricane Ivan hit nearby Gulf Shores, Alabama, and was a Category 3 storm. It caused $27 billion in damages and 57 deaths. If a storm is stronger than a Category 3, the safest option is just to evacuate. But often, people don't leave due to monetary limitations. A hotel food and gas being around $2,000 for a family of 4 for the evacuation period. The longer a person waits to make arrangements, the more expensive it gets. If evacuation isn't possible, people need supplies to sustain themselves and loved ones. Daphne is on the coast of Mobile Bay and has had an influx of out-of-state individuals in the last few years. They are often unfamiliar with hurricane preparation. The goal of this project was to create an information hub using ArcGIS dashboards and ArcGIS Hub for the citizens to prepare effectively and quickly. This is the workflow. First was the research. It was done at FEMA.gov, redcross.org, Baldwin 911, on hurricane preparation, evacuation, and protocols. Then I had to think about the elements that were needed to visualize the information that I had chosen to include. This led me to create 2 web maps. The real-time active hurricanes web map uses data from Esri's live feeds, hurricanes, cyclones, and typhoons. It depicts the observed path, forecast track, intensity of tropical storm activity based on information from the National Hurricane Center and the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. The static Baldwin County Emergency Shelters Location and Road Closures web map was created using the shelter location information from the Baldwin County Emergency Management website and in-house data on road closures. This is the current City of Daphne website. The hub and the dashboard needed to integrate the look and the feel of the existing City of Daphne's website. So the color scheme and some of the visual elements were maintained from the original site. This is the picture of the dashboard. You can click this to see a mobile view or go to the actual live site. This is the live dashboard. The dashboard section right here is an iframe in ArcGIS Hub. The header section has custom coded text box to reflect the Daphne's color scheme and the logo. In the center here, it shows active storms with the date, time, and strength predictions. On the right side of the map under select a storm and the active storm indicator, storm names will appear, and when clicked, it'll zoom to the storm formation. There's also a map legend on the side giving quick access to deciphering the map. At the top of the hub is a sign up for the Baldwin County Emergency Alerts. You can sign up and get email or a text message about local emergency information. On the far left is the emergency shelter and road closure map. And below that, a list of emergency shelters. When clicked, it pans to the shelter and gives information such as the address. When you can also click the Find My Location button, zoom out, and you can see which shelter is closest to you. And it'll also give the address. On this map is also the road closures. By clicking this list right here, It'll show you the road closure and give you information about the closure dates. Some of the information is repeated in different ways to target different learning styles. Home preparation, emergency supplies, evacuation procedures were targeted information for the hub because everyone would need some part of this information if a hurricane comes. The hurricane preparation video and the watches and warnings text box down here both describe the importance and steps of preparation and evacuation. Stacked with the active hurricanes web map is the current radar and the National Weather Service Southern Regional Tropical webpage. The current radar gives more localized conditions and also weather alerts. Right now we have a heat advisory. No shock there. The Southern Regional webpage gives news about what storms are potentially forming in the North Atlantic, the Caribbean Sea, and the Gulf of Mexico. These areas are most likely to affect Daphne. We have a storm coming right now. It's slated to become Hurricane Debbie. Down further are some links. One for Red Cross preparation checklist, know your evacuation zone, fill up your tank, and pet-friendly hotels. Red Cross checklist repeats the importance of preparation and evacuation in a printable format. Know your evacuation zone informs citizens of Baldwin County their exact evacuation location depending on where they are. This is important for flooding. Fill up your tank finds the cheapest gas in Daphne. People need to fill up their tanks in case they need to evacuate, and they also need to have gas on hand for their generators in case they stay, so they can cook and do other things. Finally, at the bottom is pet-friendly hotels. People often stay because they have nowhere to take their pets, so giving them a resource to find pet-friendly accommodations was important. Below that is contact information and legalese. For future integration, for future adoption and integration, real-time data would be important from our Public Works Department for the road closure information, maybe debris cleanup for after the storm. Inclusion of our marketing director and public dissemination from the mayor would also be necessary to fully adopt this and send it out to the citizens. Thank you. Now it's time for Q&A.